Hello everyone, my dear friends. How are you all? This is Ayush Jain and I welcome you all to Educate Accomplished Learning. So guys, today we are going to start with a new topic of a new chapter. No, that chapter only, but this will be a new topic. This is going to be a new topic. What is the topic? See, in the case that when a ray of light is passing, when a ray of light is striking another medium, we simply saw that there are three cases possible. Okay, what did we see? We simply saw that there are three cases possible. The first case is this particular case in which the ray of light just strike the glass slab and gets reflected. Okay, and this case was known as what? This case was known as the reflection. Okay, this case was known as the reflection. The another case of which I am going to talk about is basically this particular case in which, suppose this is the normal, the ray of light passes somewhere over here. The ray of light passes somewhere over here. The ray of light gets deflected from its original path and again it will try to travel something like this from this particular medium again. Okay, so this particular case is basically known as the refraction. Okay, what is this? This is known as the refraction. Okay, and the third case, yes, we saw it. It is basically the absorption. ABSORBTION. I told you BTION. I told you to find the difference between absorption and adsorption, but no one told me, and that's why today I am very much disappointed by you. So no problem in that, but today we are going to deal with what? We are going to deal with this particular term which is known as the refraction of light. Now what do we mean by refraction? See, we can easily see that when a ray of light strikes a substance of another medium, it gets deflected towards the normal or away from the normal. That deflection is only known as the refraction of light. Okay, what is refraction of light? When a ray of light passes to another medium, the change in path that we are going to see in the ray of light, that is known as the refraction. Okay, so we are clear with this particular term. Now what is the cause of refraction? Are you knowing about the cause of refraction, that why refraction is occurring? It might have happened that the ray of light, when it is passing from over here, it should travel like this only. Okay, why is this not possible? Why the ray of light is not traveling like this? Why the path is getting deflected? Are you having any idea about this particular thing? See, what is happening over here is that, suppose this is the first medium that we are getting and suppose this is the second medium we are getting. The first medium, you can consider it as air or vacuum, or you can just simply consider it as air. Now in the case of air, what is happening in the case of air? Why I took this name of the air and why I told this medium as the medium of a glass slab? Okay, just try to understand. This is the medium of a glass slab and this is air. In the case of air, what is that? If we just go to the microscopic level of air, the molecules of air are something like this, only two in this particular volume. But for the same volume, if we just calculate the number of molecules in this particular part, we will see that there are n number of molecules over here. Okay, and these molecules are basically tightly packed with each other. Means that it is not possible that this molecule moves over here, this molecule will move over here, this molecule will move over here. This is not at all possible. They can just vibrate in their path. Okay, they can just cause vibrations and nothing else. Okay, but it can move from here to here, it can move from here to here, it can move from here to here, from here to here. Various sort of motion is possible in the case of air. Now what is this happening? See, if we just look broadly towards the density in this particular case and density in this particular case, you can easily see that the mass is less in this case, the volume is more in this case, the mass is more in this case in less amount of volume. Density is what? Density is basically equals to mass by volume. Can we say this? Yes, we can say that density is basically equals to mass by volume. So here mass is increasing, volume is increasing, means density of gases is basically less, or density of air is basically less as compared to a solid or a liquid too, because yes, we can say that because mass is at least greater than that of air. Okay, mass is at least greater than that of air. So in this case you can simply say that because we are taking the same volume, so there is no difference in the volume, but the only matter is the mass because of lesser number of molecules present over there. Here what we can say, the density will be on a larger side as compared to the density of air. Now the only thing is this density. Because of this density difference only the refraction is occurring. See what is happening? Because of this density difference, the speed of the light in air, I am representing the speed of the light by small c. Okay, this is basically small c. So the speed of the light in the case of air or vacuum, it is basically equals to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Just remember this data, okay, because it is going to help you to solve various numericals. So the density of light in air can be said as 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Okay, in the speed of light in the case of air. Now the speed of light in the case of this solid medium, okay, the speed of light in the case of a solid medium or liquid medium will always be greater than the density the speed of light in air. Okay, the speed smaller than the speed of light in any medium is less than the speed of light in air. Okay, that's why it is happening, because the speed of light is decreasing. That's why it is trying to shift in this direction. Okay, because this is a denser medium, means density is more, speed of light will be less, and because the speed of light will be less, so to just save the time, it will do what? It will just try to deflect in the towards the normal. Okay, now there are two types of medium. Okay, there are two types of medium for the refraction to take place. If we are just dealing with the refraction, we have to deal with two types of medium. What are these two types? These two types are basically denser medium. You can say one is the denser medium in which density, as you can understand, is greater, and the second one is rarer medium. What is a rarer medium? In the case of a rarer medium, the density of the object is lesser. Okay, now suppose that we are just considering this slab again. Suppose that this is what? This is a denser medium. Denser medium, you can understand, because I am considering this glass slab, so density is higher in this case. Okay, so this is basically a denser medium, and suppose that this is rarer medium, or you can say it is air or rarer medium. One second. Yes, this is rarer medium. What will happen now? See, the ray of light will just strike this particular glass slab. Okay, the ray of light will strike this glass slab, and after that, suppose that this is the normal that we are drawing. After that, what will happen? The ray of light will deflect. The ray of light will deflect towards the normal, something like this. Okay, the ray of light will deflect towards the normal, and after passing through this particular point, okay, after passing the second medium, it will again travel to the first medium with the same speed of light as the first case. Okay, so this ray is basically parallel to this particular ray. You can say that suppose this is path 1, this is ray 2, and this is ray 3. So if we are just comparing with the three rays of light, what all can we say? I am going to tell you about that. Suppose that an object travels from medium 1 to 2. Okay, suppose that when an object travels from medium 1 to 2, or we can say that suppose an object travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, then what will happen? The ray of light will always try to deflect towards the normal. Okay, ray of light deflects towards the normal. It will deflect towards the normal. Don't worry, all the notes will be given to you where? On the Telegram channel. Link is in the description below. Okay, so deflection will take place towards the normal. And in the second case, suppose we are going to deal with what? We are going to deal with 2 to 3. If the ray of light is traveling from 2 to 3, means it is traveling from a denser medium to a rarer medium. That what will happen? Denser medium to rarer medium. The deflection will the deflected ray of light will deflect from away from the normal. Okay, what I am saying, yes, the ray of light will deflect away from the normal, away. That's what happens when you just try to speak in a monotonous voice. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, no problem. That deflect away from the normal. Okay, so these are the two cases that appear to us and that we are going to deal with in the case of refraction. You might have seen, you might have done an experiment in this school. Chalo, okay, so we are going to deal with what? We are now starting with the observations. Okay, the observations that we have seen. So there are various observations in our daily life. Observations. There are various tremendous number of observations in our daily life that we have experienced about this particular thing, which is known as refraction. First observation, the school experiment that you might have done. Okay, what you try to do, you just try to place two pins over here. Okay, you try to place two pins over here, and what you do, you try to or you can say, suppose that there are two pins over here, and you just try to mark the image of the two pins seeing in the mirror, and you just mark those images somewhere over here and here. You mark the points somewhere over here and here, and then what you do? You basically try, once again my pen fall down. Okay, then what you do? You basically try to sketch a particular ray from here, and you try to sketch a particular ray from somewhere here. And what you do, after removing this particular mirror, suppose this is a mirror, you just pick it up and you just throw it over here. What will you do after this? You will try to join these two lines. Okay, these points I think I have marked incorrectly, but then too, you just try to join these two points. Okay, and you find that there is certain amount of refraction of light taking place, and this is the basic activity that is done in each and every school. So you please don't tell me that we have not done this. You all have done this. Okay, yes, you all have done this. This is the pin, this is the pin. You see it over a glass slab, and after the glass slab you will get this particular thing. Okay, this is a simple thing. This is the basic activity that you have done in your school days. Second activity, you can simply say that, suppose this is a swimming pool and you are standing somewhere over here in the swimming pool. What will happen? If you just try to look down at your legs, you will feel that your height was 6 inches, but it just became 4 inches. Okay, you will feel that your height was 6 inches, but it just became 4 inches. You will find that your legs are somewhere over here. Why is this thing happening? Means what is this? The height of the man is getting decreased. Oh, Eureka! This is a new thing that I discovered. Okay, thank me later. No problem in that. Now, why is this happening? This is happening because the ray of light, the speed of the ray of light will decrease over here, and what will take place? Here also the phenomena of refraction will take place, and because of this refraction you will feel that your legs are appearing above the plane. Or suppose that you are standing somewhere over here and you look at the swimming pool. Suppose that swimming pool base is somewhere over here, but you will feel what? You will feel that swimming pool base is somewhere over here. This is happening only because of refraction. Okay, this is also happening because of refraction. Another application, what you try to do, you take a transparent glass. This is suppose a transparent glass. My drawing is very poor, I know, but you can just understand. Suppose that this is a transparent glass. What you have done? You have done a simple thing. You just inserted your pencil somewhere over here. Suppose that this is your pencil or a pen or your anything, or your scale or your pencil, or anything it can be. Okay, so suppose that this is a pencil or a spoon. Simply this is a spoon. Now when you look to this spoon from somewhere over here, what will you see? You will feel that this spoon is bent. Like suppose that this is a complete spoon which is kept something like this. What you will see, that this spoon will look something like this. Okay, it will get deflected. You will feel that this scale is getting deflected something like this. And yes, This is also because of what? This is also because of refraction of light. So this is the third application of refraction of light. The fourth application, yes, we have seen the sunset and sunrise appears to be early, though they are not actually early. Okay, what I mean? I mean that suppose that this is your earth, this is our dhartima, this is the earth. What is happening to the earth? Suppose that this is the sun. What is the sun doing? See, if we just go to the sun, we will just burn. Okay, so you can say that the temperature near to the sun will be very much higher, and because of the high temperature, what will the air particles do? Air particles will just move here and there. They will collisions will take place, and here you will find a rarer medium. Okay, see, the distance between the sun and the earth is very much large. Okay, so what you will find? You will find a rarer medium somewhere over here. Okay, this complete path is the travel of ray of light from rarer to denser medium. Okay, it is complete travel of light from the rarer medium to the denser medium. So what is happening? See, here also the phenomenon of refraction is taking place. Suppose that the sun rays is going something like this. What will happen? Refraction, 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 refraction. At each and every point there is going to occur the refraction. Okay, and because of this refraction, what will happen? You are standing, suppose somewhere over here. You are standing somewhere over here. What will happen? You will feel that the sun is somewhere over here. Okay, what you will feel? That the sun is somewhere over here, but it is actually not so. That's why you feel sunset and sunrise early as compared to the original time. Okay, that's because of this particular phenomena, that sun appears to be early, but it is not actually early. Clear? I think this phenomenon is also clear to you. Now, the last portion of the day, the last topic of the day, what is it? So let me just create certain space so that I can explain it to you. The last topic is basically what? It is the laws of refraction. Are the laws same as the laws of reflection? Laws of refraction. Okay, what is the first law of reflection? According to the first law of reflection, what is the first law of reflection? First of all, the first law of reflection tells us that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal, they all lie in the same plane. In this case also it is similar, it is quite similar. What is the first law of reflection? The first law of reflection tells us that the incident ray, instead of reflected, it will be refracted, REFRACTED. The incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal, they all lie in same plane. All will lie in the same plane. This is the first law of refraction, same plane. Okay, so I think that this might be clear to you now. So I don't think that that there is any need to explain this particular law. It is similar to that explained in the laws of reflection in, I think, the second lecture or the first lecture. Yes, first lecture. Okay, so it is quite similar to it. After this, the second law, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. But can you see it? Is this angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection? No, not at all. It is not at all equal to the angle of reflection. So Ayush, what? Then what is the second law of refraction? According to the second law of refraction, we can simply say that the sine of angle of incidence, divided by sine of angle of refraction, or the ratio of sine of angle of incidence and sine of angle of refraction, is basically equals to a constant value. Okay, now what is it sine I, what is this sine R? We have not understood, we have not studied trigonometry yet. Ayush, what to do now? Okay, not at all problem. I am just briefing you about what trigonometry is and what this sine theta is. Okay, I am just briefing you about it. So quickly, I am just briefing you, starting in 1, 2, 3. So let us start. Suppose that this is a right angle triangle. What sort of triangle? This is right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse of this particular triangle. This is the perpendicular and this is the base. Now, according to sine theta, First of all, we have to mark this theta. So suppose that this is the angle theta. Sin theta is basically equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. You just have to remember this particular value, that it is a ratio of this perpendicular and this hypotenuse. And there are certain values of sin theta also. Suppose that in the case of sine, we are having theta, theta is 30 degree. Okay, suppose that it is 30 degree, then it will be equals to 1 by 2. Suppose that this angle is equals to 45 degree, then it will be equals to 1 by root 2. And suppose that this angle is equals to 60 degree, so it will be equals to what? It will be equals to root 3 by 2. And suppose that it is equals to 90 degree, then it will be equals to 1. Suppose that it is equals to 0 degree, then it will be equals to 0. Okay, so these are the values of sin theta. If you are given the value of I as 30 degree, you can simply put sin theta as 1 by 2. If you are given the value of sin r as 45 degree, then you can simply put the value as 1 by root 2. If you are given the value of sin 60 degree as what? If you are given sin 60 degree, then you can simply put the value as root 3 by 2. Okay, so these are the basic values that you have to remember. Okay, but if you have not studied trigonometry, then I will suggest you to go to a small part of R.D. Sharma of trigonometry. The basics of trigonometry you must understand, so as to solve the problems that will be given to you. But I think that in the question paper it will be mentioned that sin 30 degree is equals to 1 by 2 or sin 45 degree is equals to 1 by root 2. Okay, so you don't have to worry a lot. Okay, so these are basically the angles. Now what? Is this part finished? Yes, this part is finished. So we are done with today's lecture. In the next one, no, this is not finished. See this constant value. This constant value is basically known as the refractive index, represented by what? Represented by mu. What is this? This is basically the I was just gone in the trigonometry that I was teaching, so I just forgot to mention this particular line. This is known as the refractive index, and you can simply say that this refractive index is what? This refractive index is basically the speed of light in the first medium divided by speed of light in the second medium, or the speed of light in air divided by speed of light in this glass slab. You can say this, or we can say that it is basically equals to lambda 2, means wavelength in the second medium divided by wavelength in the first medium. Okay, so basically this mu value depends on what? This mu value depends on this speed of light and the wavelength. Does it depend on frequency? What can we say about the frequency? Okay, can we say about the frequency? It does not depend on frequency. The value of frequency, when the ray of light passes from the first medium to another medium, the value will never change. The value of this frequency is never going to change. So just remember these points, and I think that I am done with this particular lecture. Thanks for watching, guys. In the next one, we are going to completely deal with this refractive index, that what is it, and we are going to look towards various other things also. Okay, till then, hope you enjoyed this video. Till then, see ya, take care, and bye bye.